The day my freeloading best friend found out I was done paying his way, my best friend, Tyler, had this unspoken rule that his bank account was completely off limits, while mine was public domain. We'd go out to dinner with a group of friends, the bill would arrive, and Tyler would suddenly hit us with the classic line, "Oh, man, I left my wallet in my truck," or, "Hey, can you cover me just this once? I'll Venmo you the second we get home." Except, the second we get home never actually came. For months, I'd pull out my credit card, swallow my pride, and pay his way. I'd send him polite Venmo requests the next morning, but he'd completely blow them off, saying I was being petty or that he didn't want our friendship to feel like a business transaction. He'd promise to buy the tickets for our next football game, and then stroll into the stadium empty-handed, acting like he forgot his login info. I tried talking to him about it nicely. I explained that it wasn't about the money, it was about basic respect. I was working 40 hours a week at a local hardware store, trying to save up for a down payment on a car, while he was spending his paychecks on expensive designer sneakers. But he'd get defensive, roll his eyes, and tell our friends I was being cheap. Meanwhile, I'm sitting there looking like an idiot, funding the lifestyle of a guy who couldn't even buy me a cup of coffee. The breaking point came on moving day. I had rented a small U-Haul to finally move into my own apartment. Tyler had promised, sworn on his life, that he'd help me lift the heavy furniture if I bought him lunch. I packed up the entire kitchen, got the truck ready, and waited. 10 o'clock came and went. 11 noon. I called and texted, but got absolutely nothing back. Finally, at 1:30 in the afternoon, he texts me a picture of himself sitting by a pool. The caption read, "My bad bro, caught a vibe with some people from work. Good luck with the couch." No apology, no explanation, just a casual heads up, like he hadn't completely left me stranded. I was furious. That's when I decided to give him a taste of his own medicine. If he wanted to play games with reliability, I could play too. The next weekend, Tyler texted me asking if I wanted to hit up this trendy burger joint downtown. I said sure. We sat down, ordered a massive spread, and the entire time, he was bragging about a new watch he just bought. When the check dropped, I didn't even reach for my back pocket. I just sat there. Tyler did his usual routine. He tapped his pockets, looked shocked, and said, "Man, I think I left my card on my dresser. Can you grab this?" I just shrugged, stood up, and said, "Bummer, man, guess you'll have to figure it out." He looked at me like I had lost my mind. "What do you mean? You're just gonna leave me here?" "My schedule is a little unpredictable today, Tyler," I said, mimicking his exact tone from moving day. Caught a vibe. Good luck with the bill. And I walked right out the door. He was absolutely pissed, texting me capital letters about how I violated the bro code. The irony was completely lost on him. The whole thing came to a head 2 weeks later. It was his girlfriend's birthday, and he wanted to take her to a massive, expensive concert. He hadn't bought the tickets in time, and they were completely sold out, except for 2 VIP passes that I happened to win through a radio contest. He didn't ask me nicely. He didn't offer to buy them. He just casually texted me that morning saying, "Hey, bring those concert tickets over by 6. We need to leave early." I looked at my phone and laughed out loud. I didn't reply. 6 o'clock came and went. At 7, he started blowing up my phone, screaming that I was sabotaging his relationship and ruining his life. When I finally picked up, I told him he was absolutely right. I was letting him down. But maybe now, you understand how frustrating it is to count on someone who has zero consideration for you. I blocked his number that night. I was completely done being a safety net for a guy who thought basic reciprocity was too much work. He tried to apologize through a mutual friend, but some debts you just can't pay back.